Hello again, I'm Diane Sawyer. That's Bill. Look, it's one thing when children are precocious. It is another thing when they are precocious at your job. Take, for instance, the tiny newscasters we thought we'd show you now. The lights are on, the music starts, the red light beams, the nerves quicken. It's time for the news in Friendswood, Texas. The news show will be run shortly on the local cable TV channel. And it isn't child's play either. Just ask one of the stars.
Well, it's meant to be fun, but it's a lot of hard work.
Okay, we got video story on Hero by, Poole, Pittman, and Ford were camera operators.
They're all junior high school students from the classroom of John Collivan, the television production teacher, and the only member of the Update News team whose voice has changed.
And we've got spots for 2 more sports, if people know sports things going on.
The news show needs 10 different news stories every day. The students in each of his 5 classes write, produce, and edit them all. It's 8 a.m., and only half of the stories are done.
I have nightmares of coming on and not having anything to put on the program.
But by 10 o'clock, enough stories are in so that the announcers can begin memorizing their lines.
However, the national tournament for Thursday will go on.
Work on his own cars, stimulate his interest in auto mechanics.
You hear the news at night, and you listen to them over and over again, and you kind of hear the voice in them, and it kind of comes to you, and you start reading, and it just comes.
Sometimes when you're practicing, you turn your pages over, and then when the show is getting ready to start, you just realize that you didn't have one page turned over, and you just kind of have to make up some words to end the story.
12 o'clock now. It's lunchtime, but Mark Fishman skips his lunch to finish editing a story for the day's deadline. At 2:15, the students in the last of the 5 classes set up a live remote, direct eyewitness on the scene from Band Hall. At 3:30, school is out, but for the Friendswood News Hounds, rehearsal must begin. There's only time for 1 dress rehearsal before the final taping. It takes 15 students just to tape each show.
It takes teamwork because there's a lot of things involved in it. If one person is absent or can't do their job in the whole show, it doesn't work. We need everyone.
At 4 o'clock, the taping begins, but the tape must keep rolling so there's no room for mistakes.
Bye-bye.
So what?
A live remote in Band Hall, another segment on Spotlight on Local Talent, and High School has a meet in Alvin.
Leanne Thompson is the permanent anchorwoman for the semester. Today's show features reporters Marjorie Mazzino and the intrepid 10-year-old on the elementary school beat, Freddie Nelson.
Famous Americans came to Westwood this morning. Miss Harvey's 5th grade class acted as famous Americans in the play, The Great American Game Show. I was kind of embarrassed at first, but once it got going, I got used to it.
Hey, Marjorie, we've lost our camera out there, so when we come back, all you're going to say is, we've lost our camera. We'll try and bring it later on, which is a lie. We won't, but just tell them we lost the camera, okay?
We're sorry, but we've lost our camera. We'll try to have this story for you later on in the show. Announcements.
The students themselves raise the money for the broadcast, sometimes with local commercials.
Enjoy banking 24 hours a day at Bay Brook National Bank with their automated teller machine.
A bargain by any standard, $6 for a 15-second spot. About 1/500th the cost of a spot on the grown-up CBS Morning News.
We're located right next door to Bay Brook Mall, member FDIC.
That's our program for today. I hope you'll be with us tomorrow at 5 when Friendswood Update continues.
Feel threatened? I do.
That's pretty good.
We old geezers will wrap things up when we return.